have a wonderful park in our community, Fort Washington State Park. There's a playground, there's camping areas, there is picnic areas. You can grill here or you can just hike here.
I've been coming here since I was a teenager, training birds of prey in this area for close to 45 years. This is a beautiful state park.
My husband is one of the park rangers here. I have done numerous activities here. We hike, we take the dog for walks here. We've been camping here. I think it's a great asset.
Militia Hill is noted for the migration of birds of prey in the fall. So this is an excellent place to come and watch birds of prey from September to the end of November. All kinds of species of birds of prey fly right across here.
Back in 1917, there was an act of legislation from Pennsylvania to create some state parks. The first one was actually Valley Forge, which initially was a state park. And on this date, back in 1917, Fort Washington and Washington Crossing parks were designated. Fort Washington was named after Washington had troops here during the Revolutionary War. This was one of the sites right here. This is called Militia Hill. There's also over to the left over here, you can't see it right now because of all the trees, but there's Fort Hill, and then beyond that is Camp Hill. So Washington had his troops on all the high ground around here, and the British had just conquered Philadelphia. They thought they were going to come up and take care of Washington's troops. They marched up Bethlehem Pike. They got as far as Church Road, where St. Thomas's Church is, saw that Washington had taken all the high ground. They had a few little skirmishes, but then they turned tail and went back to Philadelphia. Between here, Fort Hill and Camp Hill, you had 20,000 troops here. At that point, at the end of November, they decided that Valley Forge was more important to protect all the iron forges. So they were only here for about a month, and then they packed everything up and marched from here to Valley Forge and had that famous or infamous winter that they spent in Valley Forge where a lot of guys froze to death. So that's why this park was, history-wise, the location of it. The politicians back then had the foresight to, okay, we need to preserve some of these areas that have historic ramifications. So they started the idea of, let's make this a park. Washington Crossing, they had already done that for Valley Forge. So 100 years ago, they had this idea, hey, let's preserve this land, and here we are. There is some history stuff up here. We also have our falconer, Tom Stanton, in the back here with, what's his name? Apache, who is a Harris Hawk, so you guys can come take a look. We also have a birthday cake, if you want to stick around for a minute. They're actually cupcakes. So they're really easy to handle. You can take a cupcake with you. And thank you for coming. Thank you for all those who've always helped to keep the park as is. Thanks to my park staff and my other co-workers from Harrisburg. And enjoy the day. We're gonna give a quick happy birthday song in a minute. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Fort Washington. Happy birthday to you. All right, good job. All right, let me hand these out. Who wants a cupcake?
Happy birthday, Fort Washington State Park. To 100 years, may you have another 100.
Celebrating 100 years, yeah. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Fort Washington State Park. You're the best park around.